Damn it! Oh
Was it
my
muted?
god. Yes, he's right. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Ready? You know what? You know what? Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Let's rewind this. Squirt, squirt. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the loading screen.
Welcome to the loading screen where we know exactly what we're doing.
I swear I know what I'm doing. It's just I do so many different shows. There's so many different configurations for my system that sometimes there's some automation in some shows, and I think it's on others, and it isn't. Welcome to Loading Screen. This is your morning podcast to cue your day up. We're brought to you by Zip Chair, Mike and Ike. 5. Do it again. 5. There you go. Yeah, we're back. Headbutt 5. We're here. We're live. Thank you, Rich, for the heads up. Otherwise, we probably would have done this entire show without knowing our feed is going out.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
All right, I had to just redo that. This is Thursday.
No, I
This
love
is the
I
9th.
love the I love the recap that we just did. It was like, welcome back, Squirt Squirt. Hi, how are you? High
Yeah,
five.
let's just do this. No, you're not Death, Rich. You're a godsend. Thank you, sir. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Oh man, we got some stuff to cover today. I woke up to an awesome just list of articles that Alex meticulously looked up and was like, I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. So welcome everyone to the
Hi, everybody.
Show.
Stop. I'll be here all week.
So he's got a lot of words to speak.
I've got a lot of words. I'm going to be dropping knowledge. I'm going to be dropping controversy, and I want chat to interact. Okay, I want chat. Now that we're not on a 2-minute delay,
Yeah.
I want chat. Give it back to me, baby. Let's go.
All right. So what are we feeling first?
Okay, so first off, I kind of want to start with personally my biggest news is I had a bagel this morning. No, so July game updates for Nintendo. Okay, you know how Nintendo Switch Online has like the retro SNES games and the NES games. Okay, as soon as Nintendo Switch Online was announced, what, a year, 2 years ago, whenever they did it. The only game I've been wanting to play, because it was the first game I like 100%ed as a kid. Like I must have been like 7 years old. I would go to my grandmother's house, play SNES, Donkey Kong Country, and it's finally freaking here. I can't tell you how excited I am for Donkey Kong Country to be able to play that again, man.
Donkey Kong Country is one of the best games you could ever it's pretty timeless. I know it sounds weird, but it's really a very timeless game. I mean, yeah, it's a platformer, but it was a big freaking deal when that dropped, right? It was, first of all, you know, the game is rendered in, the characters and such, it's rendered in 3D using 3D engines, but then they like took it and turned it into like 2D images, and that's how the SNES is able to pump out the unique look of it, right? Rare did an insane job with it. 2, the soundtrack of that game also timeless.
Iconic.
Always hits the top, I want to say top 25 all time. Like you'll find a track from there somewhere in at least the top 25 like tracks of video game history. What is it? Sticker Brush Symphony is one of my favorite ones, for sure.
I just sent you a link to the gameplay in case, you know, some people never played it. It's an incredible game.
Holy hell, yeah! If you haven't and you got a Switch, you need the beyond that. Let me actually just bring up the tab.
Dude, it's $20 a year.
Oh,
$20 for the entire year.
I can already hear it. I already know what that sound effect is gonna be.
I know. Oh my god. Oh, dude, this game, I swear to God, so much nostalgia. We don't have to watch the whole hour, but look! Oh, this.
Do we have it?
God
Wait for
damn,
it.
dude.
OG Donkey Kong from the arcade there. Oh god, banger for days, for real.
Yeah.
That was the joint.
Spitting these rhymes like it's a crime. No.
Oh god. Yo, facts. Donkey Kong Country making it to Switch, pretty big deal. Pretty.
Dude,
94, man. This was the year my younger brother was born. That is like such a trip. That's actually the year I came to America too. That was really good timing for me because in PR, I came to America in like 94, 95.
Okay.
It was later in 94 because my brother was born like in August. But what is it? The crazy part is like in PR is where I used to live. That's where I'm from. We got like games hella late. Like importing to the island was hard. So like when I was playing like Mega Man X, like when that was like the hotness, there was already X2 and X3 was like I think on the ridge. Like so like when I came to America, there was so many games that I did not know even existed because you just couldn't get your hands on them down there. It was a rough time. So like Donkey Kong was one of the few that made it. That's how popular it was, that it still made waves. And
hell yeah,
to my knowledge, I believe I had a copy before I came to the US, and this game was like one of those games where I did go ham in. Actually, speaking of which, only because you brought that up, what is the first game you can remember, the earliest game you can remember that you actually beat like by yourself, like without any help from mom, dad, or anything? This was that game. This
was that game. That's why I'm so excited for it.
Got you.
Yeah, this was that first game. But it's funny because I remember like asking my mom to go to my grandparents' house just so I could go up in their like, you know, their guest room and play this game.
For me, I remember exactly where I was. It was one that I didn't have my older brother help me in any way. So my older brother helped was big into games as well, as how I got into it. And he would help me. So I never counted the games that he would, like, you know, the levels that he would play. The one game I know off the top of the rip that I beat, I remember going out to tell him I beat because I know he hadn't beaten it yet as well, was Link to the Past, was Zelda, Super Nintendo, for the Super Nintendo. That one. Link to the Past. Yeah, that one.
I think, is that one already on Nintendo Switch Online? Do you know?
I don't know, but they have since made, you know, like sequels to it, which is pretty sick. But that was my game. That's the earliest I remember just completely destroying from beginning to end. I did it all, and then
Isn't it crazy how that sticks with you?
Oh, it does, man.
I couldn't tell you all the games I used to play, but like, yeah.
The first game you beat is always gonna have a very special place in your heart. You'll always remember.
Yep.
You will always
remember. Dude, I love this. I need a DK64 remake. That game was legendary too. We played that so much in college. Like in college, I brought up my N64, and that's the game like we all played every day. You know, and Smash, but
I didn't know there was like over 100 levels. I know I remember it was long. I can't remember it being over 100 levels. That's crazy.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Like this, I might actually just stick with this game, and I might 100% it again.
Do it. Why not? Throwback streams. I'm down for it. So when's this supposed to go live though? Is it 15th? Okay.
15th, I guess. Yep.
Yeah,
15th. So everything's coming out next week. We got Halo 3 next week. We got the Ubisoft conference. Watch Dogs 2 free for those guys that haven't seen it.
Yes, please remember, Watch Dogs will be for free during the Ubisoft conference. We covered it last on Tuesday. Yes. This is your friendly reminder. Save yourself a couple dollars.
Now, hold on, Dre. What do we have to do? We have to link our Ubisoft account with our Twitch account? Is that what we have to do? Do you know?
I don't know. I thought it was on Steam. It'd be free as well.
Oh,
because if it's free on Steam,
that makes it easier.
If it's free on Steam, then it'd be one of those like they time it. Funny enough, I didn't look into the details 100%, but it's gonna be
fine. I'll
in one of those platforms. So
okay,
take a quick 2 minutes to link something up, won't be a big deal.
Yeah, let's see. Ubisoft Watch Dogs 2. I'm sure the article will tell you how to do it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, while we're still on Nintendo.
Go ahead.
Jump into this bad boy. So, new Nintendo Switch rumors reveal date of the next Nintendo Direct. So
Nintendo has not officially announced any of this yet.
Yes.
So take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. Yes, exactly. But in this article, and it's right there, kind of in the middle of the screen, according to Pokemon and Nintendo insider Helios FR, who has proven reliable in the past, Nintendo is planning to host a standard Nintendo Direct around July 20th. Unfortunately, I mean, that's all the leak reveals. But, you know, July is a big game announcement. So I think like a game announcement month. So I think that
absolutely is.
You know, so I think, I think we can expect one.
And it's not just, I know we spoke about it. What is it? Spoke about it on Tuesday, you know, how one of the, I'm bringing this up only because it pertains to announcements, is, you know, EVO was canceled this year, right? There's no online EVO.
Right.
Those kinds of events are the breeding grounds for announcements, releases, the hype. The most eyes are going to be on their product, and companies are taking advantage of that, obviously, and Evo was no different. Bandai Namco has tweeted out since then, like, hey, we are now arranging to figure out what we're going to do with all our announcements that we plan on bringing up. So I don't know if they're going to bundle them up with any other events coming up, or more companies are just going to do standalone days, kind of go the Nintendo route of, like, you know, this is going to be our day. Well, I mean, they're already doing it. You know, Ubisoft is doing their day. EA did their day. Like, you know, everyone's, you're just going to have announcements left and right. It's going to be a pretty packed month when it comes to the news, for sure. And I think it's next week is just going to start hitting, especially, you know, like I said, the Ubisoft, and then Nintendo coming around, like Sony and Microsoft coming around the corner as well. Sony needs to make one. We need to get, like, the prices ready for these consoles. We still don't know. So yeah, I am not surprised that Nintendo, like, a possible Nintendo Direct is happening in July. It makes the most sense.
Yeah, exactly. And I think because they would have. Oh no, is Nintendo normally at E3 now?
No.
Were they at E3 last year?
No.
Yeah, that's what I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Nintendo hasn't been at E3 for years now. Okay. Because they're the ones that, like, decided, like, well, there's really, I mean, there's more to it, but there was no point. Like, they were already they could just do all this in-house, and then, you know, maybe you'll see the Nintendo, like, the Treehouse segments at E3 or something like that, but it's not like their main day is, like, or their main announcements are not that day. They're like, you know, we're just gonna do it all internal, keep it all within our IPs. No need to share the cost, for one, the cost, and then two, no need to share the light or the time with anyone else. We'll just make it like, if you want to hear about Nintendo, you got to come here. And not surprising.
It's, I mean, it's working for them.
Yeah, very well for them. Yeah, Nintendo Directs are now just as important as, you know, E3 coming through. People are just like, oh, E3's happening, well, when's the Nintendo Direct? That's usually a follow-up you'll hear in you know, commonly out there. So
yeah, so to backtrack a little bit, all players will have to do for their free copy of the 2016 game is watch the stream for Ubisoft Forward while logged into their Uplay account. So for you PC players, make sure you download the Uplay launcher. Unfortunately for console players, only the PC version of the game will be offered. Viewers have no PC Master Race. Viewers should have no trouble logging into their Uplay account if they're watching Ubisoft's official link at ubisoft.com/forward. But the stream will also be live on YouTube and Twitch, although it's unclear how you will secure your copy through that. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to post it in chat real quick in case anybody wants to
peep it out.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a character limit to posts. Makes sense, though.
Oh, yeah. So, Watch Dogs. The leaks just keep on coming, man. Call a plumber. Something's happening here.
Dude, yeah, somebody needs to get fired at Ubisoft.
Says somebody. Somebody's going to get fired once they get called.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So, Watch Dogs Legion. I know we obviously talked about it in the last show. We just talked about how you're getting it for free. Watch Dogs Legion Ubisoft has yet another leak that's showing 3 screenshots of, I guess, gameplay that are kind of leading toward, I guess the style of gameplay. If you go to the next one,
oh, it's in the following.
Go to the next one. The next one actually has the screenshots. Yeah, so so these were there. This is on Eurogamer.net, but yeah, I mean, from what I'm getting at these, it looks like you can play as different operatives. That one being a cop. There's another one where you get to play as a spy, and then a football hooligan. So
this is Phil,
by football I mean
football hooligan. He enjoys
not American football, American soccer.
Oh, he enjoys fish and chips and the lovely pint down at the pub. Look at that man's stash.
Rally cry. Look at that. I was just gonna say he's probably walking down the streets.
Look at that. He literally says call friends to fight. Oh my God. That's
I love that. Awesome. A tough drunk, take less damage. That's amazing.
And
so this is cool.
Like an actual spy. Like that's the actual profession. Like, I'm a spy. Don't tell anyone, but I'm gonna tell everyone.
Wait, what does it? What do you think his spy watch does?
Jam enemy weapons, dog. It says it right there. The
Oh,
spy
jam enemy
car,
weapons.
missiles, and cloak. This dude is James Bond.
Yo, I'm about this guy.
This guy,
dude.
James Bond, but James Bond. Holy crap.
Wait. Station at redacted with redacted.
Oh, I just read that too. Now that's redacted, but everything else, right? Like,
But everything
okay.
else is fine.
Well, we know his name, Brian Casey. Maybe that's not his real name, but.
So hold on, look at this. Potential recruits. So we can see. I'm looking for Granny. There she is. There's a Granny there, and under potential recruits in the top right.
Yeah.
Potential recruits. So I wonder if you can. So recruits. I wonder if that's like a sidekick, or I wonder if that's an actual like operative that you can play.
So I forget, but I believe in Watch Dogs 2, this is already something in the system where you can bring people in. Like you can. Operatives, I think, was already a thing in Watch Dogs 2.
You beat Watch Dogs 1, right? You said that.
I beat Watch Dogs 1, but there was no
yep.
multiplayer or multiple.
Right.
Yeah, that was different. That was before they kind of expanded what the game was about. I believe in Watch Dogs 2, you could already recruit people. Because I remember the trailers. I remember some of the gameplay when it was dropped, and yeah, you can, because you could lose operatives or you could lose other people. And then you would switch over, and like say they're getting in the middle of getting arrested or something, you could switch to someone else nearby that is also part of.
So the
group.
GTA
and then
method, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I remember it being. But
that's nothing new here.
But from what I remember as well, I think it's kind of roguelike. Like once you lose an operative, it's like they're done. Like you're not getting them back, kind of deal.
Okay. So it opens the door to being able to recruit more. You know, like there's.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. I'm really actually, I'm very, you know, ever since we talked about Watch Dogs, the original, and now that the second one's coming on sale, I'm really excited for Legion, man. I remember how much I really enjoyed that game. You remember going in the basement and playing poker? You remember all that?
I was very enveloped in just the story itself, and just like, all right, how are they going to portray the whole hackers and it's kind of cyberpunk type era type deals in all this. And the reason, you know, it's like the episode of me, I'm just giving out information. People are just gonna know what I am. So I come from a background in things like cybersecurity and stuff. So, you know, when it comes to these particular topics, I'm very skeptical about certain things. But then I see there's a lot of real life things in it. Watch Dogs, it definitely pushes the limit, but of course, you know, we're not playing games to play real life, right? We're here to it's about fantasy. But it's just the scary part about it is that sometimes when it's like not real, it doesn't seem real, then like later down the line it's like, oh, it's actually very real, or rather it's very possible, probable. Because things like hacking things from your phone, traffic lights, stuff like that, like blowing up cars or blowing up manholes and sewers when you're doing in chase, I'm like, from a phone, I'm like, no, that's not how that works. It's like, you know how in the movies it's like hacking is just like this, you know, real hacking in
type
Hollywood.
Really fast.
And it's like boop, you're done. When you know, hacking is really like you're running a piece of code and it's like, oh god damn it, that didn't work. Okay, delete or GitHub. What's the code like again?
GitHub.
Yeah,
what's
like
it's
dude, it's facts. It's facts. That's like, it's actually more realistic. But I still like the idea of, you know, how idealized it really is, which is fun, which is why I enjoy this series. Only because it's just so over the top. It's like the same reason why you watch movies like Hackers, right? Hackers, or I guess Swordfish, but Swordfish was kind of cool. Or Tron, right? Like, it's so over the top.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like it's taking that idea, which, by the way, Tron 3, maybe that's why it's in my head. Disney just announced that Tron 3 is definitely in the works, which I am
really
stoked. Yeah.
I need to catch up on all of that. Everybody talks about it so highly.
And Daft Punk is supposed to come back and score the music again, just like they did in Tron Legacy. Ugh, double score. Can't wait. It's gonna be a good year.
I'm assuming
it's gonna be a great year for Cyberpunk. I just realized, like, punk and stuff, like, you know, you got Watch Dogs Legion, you got Cyberpunk 2077, Tron's coming back. Like, that's gonna be the new trend. Watch. It's gonna be coming back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody's gonna freaking love it. I'm assuming that because this is their third iteration of Watch Dogs, so you know, I'm assuming they're learning from the past games, and I mean, it's had to have a good following if they're on the third version of it already, you know. So
that it's got a good following doesn't mean it'll be good by the third. You know, there's plenty of
I know.
There's plenty of third games I can think of off the top of my dome that are just like, nah, should probably stop that too. But there's
Like
also
who?
a bunch of really good games. I don't want to put anybody.
Well, Witcher
on
3.
right now.
Yeah, okay.
No, Witcher 2 was
3.
But I was gonna say, but there's more. There's plenty
great.
of games that make it to 3
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
also good. But then there are some that's like, that's like 2 was
Yeah.
like you should have cut it off at 2. But it is what it is.
So, speaking of
What you got?
you know, games, because that's what we do here. You mentioned the price of consoles earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
So
my
I had
God.
my friend text me about this the other day, kind of flipping out, calling video game companies shady, and I had to kindly disagree, because. So just to give some background, guys, the new price for games for next gen is likely going to be it is going to be, because it says in this article, it says last week 2K Sports announced that it would raise the price of NBA 2K21 by $10 from $59.99 to $69.99.
$70, sir.
So I have a few arguments to be made.
Hold
about
up, I'm not
this.
done yet. Hold on, right.
Okay.
$70, sir, plus tax, right? Is there tax? No, I don't
Gotta
think there's
be.
tax. Is there tax? I mean, there's two
Yeah,
things
because
in
when you
life
buy a
that are certain.
$60 game, it's like $63.
Oh, okay. $70 plus tax. Oh my God,
Listen.
that's younger me would be just like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I would
Well,
never.
you remember
oh my
when
God.
360 and PS3 came out, it went from $50 to $60. You remember that?
Yeah, man, these
Remember that?
development cycles are expensive.
Yeah. And then now $70. So I'm not super pissed about it. Granted, you know, I'm never gonna want the money to be the price to be raised on something, but honestly, people are like, oh yeah, like video game companies are screwing us, blah 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 blah. Dude, it's inflation. It's inflation, and it's the cost of making games is more money now. It's just to me, it's like the same reason. It's like a gallon of milk now is way more expensive than a gallon of milk was 10 years ago. You
It's
know
like
what I mean?
$4 or something now, right? Like,
And so look, if you go through this article, it says, crap, where is it? Somewhere in here. Okay, here we go. It said, is $70 unfairly high? The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics says that $59.99 in January 2005, when adjusted for inflation, is the same as $81.15 in January 2020. So by that measure, $79.99. No, that would be, yeah. So $69.99.
Math, ladies and gentlemen.
No. I'm literally reading the freaking article. It says, so by that measure, $79.99 doesn't seem unfair on its face. So I feel like that was a typo there. But $69.99. So like the actual inflation price is around like $81.15, basically. If we're actually going by that.
That is still $10 more out of my pocket. Inflation or not, you just inflated it out of my wallet.
I knew those stimulus checks would bite America in the ass.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's all over. It's not just America.
More Trump bucks. We demand more Trump bucks.
But
anyway.
yeah, so like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, this is so shady for game companies. How are they going to screw us out of this much money? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, it's just the natural way of inflation. You know what I mean? Like, this is bound to happen. And in 10 years from now, it's going to go up even more. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? I look back on shows that joked about like the future, right? And I remember watched a lot of Nickelodeon when I came to the US because I didn't have that channel. And it is really like a history on me today. And I used to watch like Kenan and Kel right back in the day.
Love that show,
I
dude.
remember one particular episode where I think it was Kenan. He visualized the future, and it was the same grocery store, you know, corner store that he worked at, right? And he was like, I think he was buying orange soda for Kel, or Kel had, but then he go like, I remember the price. He literally had a backpack, and it was transparent, because in the future apparently everything's transparent. Funny enough, that's what actually happened before at events, where they make you wear transparent backpacks so they make sure they know what you have carrying on you.
Yep.
Crazy. But the other part is that he says, oh yeah, that'll be like, you know, $25,000 for like a bottle of soda. And I'm just like, oh my God, like they're poking so hard at inflation. And, you know, it's just kind of like, you don't know. Maybe in 50 years, it's like, yeah, you know.
We're going to be paying $125 for games in 50 years.
It's hilarious. I'm just like, wow, we're there. But there's a reason for that. You know, games, look at the cost. You're right. The cost of what it takes to run a AAA game, or, you know, what the cost is for studios and everything. Like, you know, they have to make the money
listen
back
to this.
somehow.
Yeah. Well, listen to this. Now they have equipment like face tracking and stuff like that, which now I saw an article today. I didn't send it to you, but they're using iPhones to
I was
track
gonna say, bro,
emotions.
I got face tracking right here, dog.
Yeah,
it has
well,
compatibility with Unreal Engine 4, baby.
Well, hashtag plug, you know. But what I'm saying is, like, I mean, like, you get all these studios that are now using that face tracking and stuff like that to their advantage, which it's new technology. It's gonna cost more money. So, like, I think, you know, people are flipping out. I don't know if we have a leg to stand on. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you say Neo, like the game?
Yeah, Neo in chat says.
I'm about to say.
Neo in chat says, oh God, what is it? It wouldn't bother me as much if these companies weren't as profitable and exploitive of their companies
Of their
as of their employees. Sorry,
That's everywhere. That's honestly everywhere. I don't want to say it's a necessary evil. It's just an overlooming evil. It's always around, unfortunately. I think
I just saw Jacob got timed out.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? So I'm thinking about just also like the solution is really more creative. Jeez. The creative side
Sorry, guys, we're reading chat.
of game development, right? Where I think the offset to the future when it comes to development is the creative techniques to make this happen, right? Like, because the way I see it is, like, if stuff keeps getting expensive, right? Like, the risk that comes to that, the investment that comes to that for a game to be made continues to grow, and it already has grown. Like, you know, one studio comes up, if their game flops, they might not make it. Like, it's like studio closed, next, and it's gonna be even like, so to offset that, I think the creative solutions in which, like, how like technology is advancing, where your iPhone can do proper face tracking, and I've kept up with it. It's actually a subject I'm very much in tune with, where people are taking Vive trackers and green screen and creating, you know, as a matter of fact, I forgot, I've sent you a bunch of this stuff before, right? Creative ways of making super high detailed animations and all that with just very low budget, and there's no reason why you could, and it's all like working with like things like Unreal Engine and stuff, with all these tools that are already out and available, and there's no reason why you couldn't take that and apply that to game development. So it's gonna be interesting, because like it's gonna create, like I said, it's gonna create creative ways of making games, and then that's just gonna give us like a whole like next era of game design. I'm very interested in it. This is gonna be a byproduct.
Exactly of what, you know, going off of exactly what you just said, I'm wondering if we're gonna see an influx of indie developers and indie titles like being played more now that, because they're going to be naturally cheaper. Most of the time they're cheaper. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it does suck paying $70 for a game. Like, how many times? Okay, so like every fall, what would you say? I think I'm probably going to end up getting at least like 4 or 5 games this fall, and times that by 70. Like, bruh,
you're dropping $350
on top of a new console. You know,
on 600. And then so you're dropping almost $1,000
Yeah.
on one console.
I mean,
that's if you're like.
I mean, let's be honest. I honestly don't remember the last time I paid full price for a video game on PC. I don't remember. Maybe it was Shadowbringers. No, even Shadowbringers I got on sale. If you guys want to save money, get a PC. It's worth it. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, it definitely is worth it. I was actually gonna segue us, but like I kind of like want to make sure I don't automatically start the bar again because it has happened before and it happened again. I have to.
And
fix
it
that.
happened again.
I have to fix that. I will fix that eventually.
We should queue up a 45-minute bar because guys, this bar is on 30 minutes. We should queue up a 40 or 40 minutes, one or the other.
It's like 35.
We should
it's
queue
like
up
right
a
in the
longer
middle.
bar that as soon as this reaches 100, we just flip to the new one and it adds another.
It adds. It's like
Because I mean, how many times
DLC.
are we in really
call
good
it
conversations?
DLC, like the DLC bar. Just like boop. You have to
Chat
pay
has to vote for it.
$5. Yeah, right. But with that, man, your loading is complete. Your day is now queued. We're not at $70 yet, so you can keep those $10 in your pocket right now. So we're not there yet, but it's just the state of the industry. But thank you very much for everyone hanging out. Appreciate it. This is another episode of Loading Screen. I just realized we didn't get a chance to bring up the bingo card.
We didn't. I did create one.
Is that the one that you sent me?
Is this the point where you just say, screw it, let's keep going?
That's usually how I am. I have to download it. Hold up.
I sent that to you, right?
Yeah, is the one you sent on
I sent
Slack,
you my bingo card.
Is that yours? The make your own joint?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll bring it up. It'll take 2 shakes.
It was a small bingo card. I should have done a bigger one. But guys, we did a bingo card for the Ubisoft conference, which is this Sunday. Right? The 12th? Yeah. And I don't know, this is my bingo card. I want to know, depending on how far we go into this convo, I want to know if you guys think it's on point, what you guys would add, what you guys would take out. What else? Oh yeah, and so did you see? I got Jacob into Final Fantasy 14. He is playing it now.
I did see that.
Ubisoft and Xbox Showcase are going to be lit. Yes, they are, dude. Excuse me, I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's like missing a Nintendo Direct though. Well, so Josie, I think before you came in, we were talking about the Nintendo Direct, where there was a leak that there might be one around July 20th. So it's going to be a good month. Okay, so this is my bingo card. Wait, what do you think about it?
I mean, I could already tell. So the cool thing about it, the way you did it, I was like, well, yeah, there's some things here that are already confirmed, like Valhalla. Like we will probably, but you know what? The more I think about it, like we should be seeing something on Valhalla. Hyperscape.
I should have put gameplay.
Gameplay. Yeah, you gotta be more specific there. Yeah. Valhalla, Hyperscape, those are gonna be Death. Legion, we're gonna see something for sure. So technically, if they make a strategy type game, I kind of would win here. But Hyperscape is already out. But they definitely will want to promote it during this. So like, I'm pretty sure.
I'd imagine they're gonna talk about it.
I'm pretty sure this is an easy streak.
That's like
right
a free
here.
spot there.
Yeah, this one right here is very simple.
I should have made a 5x5 grid, not a 3x3.
You should have done, yeah, 5. Division 2 DLC. That's a stretch. That will blow anybody away if there's any kind of Division 2 DLC. So? Far Cry 6.
Think they're going to announce a Far Cry 6?
Yes, I'm confident. So actually, other than
they
that,
normally do, right?
Roller skate game, maybe. I don't know. Tony Hawk doing what they did. But what is it? Skate XL was like the other one that's coming out. Just Dance, that's a given. And then Ghost Recon game. These are actually pretty good. This was actually a pretty good card. I would believe it. It's just if you did a 5x5 and maybe arrange it a little bit.
It would have been a little bit harder. This was like, let's guys, I wanted to win.
Yeah, he just wants to. At the end, he's like, if you don't get my card, you lose. Kind of deal. But no, I dig it.
I don't know. I think when I say strategy type game, I'm gonna say like something along the lines of like Civ. Is Civ Ubisoft? No, Anno 1800 I think is Ubisoft, right?
I think Anno is. Civ is not Ubisoft.
Ubisoft strategy games.
It's Take-Two.
Take-Two, okay. Yeah, I know Anno. I don't know is Anno considered a strategy game? That's more of like a build and conquer game.
It is kind of, yeah. Kind of like a Age of Empires feel. God, Age
We'll
of
see, though.
Empires 2, that was fire. Remember that game?
So excited, man. I love these conferences. Like, I get all giddy for them, man.
All right. Well, until then, I gotta fix that bar. It's killing me. All right. Once again, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. Your day has been queued up, loaded. You are ready to proceed. Thanks for hanging out for another episode. We will be back, of course, on Tuesday. Post some announcements this weekend. Can't wait for that, but make sure to tune in on Tuesday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And of course, we will be live on Thursday following that. So thanks a lot for hanging out. We'll see you guys Tuesday. Later.
Peace, guys.